Alright, today I'm going to be installing a brake light flasher. Uh, this this is it right here. This is kind of a special one. It's called the third brake flasher. It's actually made in the US, and what I like about this is it has like a G-force detector. I forget what the actual thing is called, but it has this device basically inside of it that detects like how hard you're braking. So what it does is depending on how hard you brake, like it has different speeds of flashing and the number of times you want your light to flash. So yeah, you can actually it has a nice little light-based menu where you kind of tap these wires and you go into its different menus, and you can set up your own different kind of flashing settings. Like it has like a medium and hard flashing, things like that. Maybe you just want it to flash all the time. So yeah, it's got a lot of settings, and yeah, I had a lot of fun playing around with it just to get the settings to the how I like him to flash. So I'm just gonna be installing this on the Mini. But yeah, like there's a lot of brake flashing devices out there, but I don't think I've seen any that have the capabilities that this has. Those ones, you just slap them on and they mostly flash all the time. Some of them maybe like they have a little bit of delay for when you're like in a stop and go traffic, so they don't flash all the time, just annoying the guy behind you. But this one is a real special one. It's it's got a whole it's got a bunch of features that those other brake light flashers don't, and it's kind of priced. It's priced for the level of features it has too. I forgot exactly. I think $40 or something like that was the price, but I think it's worth it. You're not really gonna find, as far as I could tell, researching on Google and Amazon, you're not gonna really find anything on the same level as this. So yeah, I'm gonna be using it to turn this third brake light basically that's mounted on top of here into a kind of a flashing brake light. It's pretty easy to take off. It was just what do you call it? Nope, wrong way. It's just oriented this way, and all you have to do is basically kind of gently pull on each side and pull it away. It'll just come off very easily. So yeah, I'm gonna be mounting it. Gonna mount it this way. I have to put it in first and see if there's no obstructions or anything. But actually, yeah, there's another important thing. This has to be oriented in a certain way. I think it's got like 4 different types of orientations for the device. I think, yeah, it's called an accelerometer. So for the accelerometer to work, it has to be oriented in certain ways, and there's like 4 different ways you can orient this so that it works correctly and it picks up on the G-forces when you're braking hard. So I'm gonna put it in this way and see if I get any obstructions here. And then these are I'm gonna splice or cut into this wire here. Yep, so yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't think it's gonna obstruct anything, but it's a good idea to check, make sure. Okay, so slide this in there. Is it? Yeah. I don't know. Do I need to slide this in, or will it just kind of slip in there itself? No. Yeah, it looks like it wants to slide in. Okay. Put it in like that. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah, feels okay. Doesn't it's sticking against the glass, just seems to be doing good. Doesn't feel like there's a lump or an obstruction going on, as if the modules obstruct anything. So yeah, I think that's the perfect spot for it. Right on top of the lights. Okay. Oh, okay. Right here. I have to just check back with the paperwork to make sure if it matters if it's this way or if it's that way. But I know I can orient it like it's horizontally. Okay. So yeah, now I gotta cut into this wire here, and this module's gonna go in between. So how it's gonna work is I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna get my multimeter, but I believe the yellow is power and the brown is ground. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna cut this. I'm probably gonna cut both of them anyways. And this yellow power wire is gonna go into here, and this ground wire is gonna go into here, but then it still has to be attached to the light because the light needs a common ground. And then what's gonna happen is, instead of this yellow power wire going straight to the light, it's gonna be this yellow power wire from the module going into the light, which is gonna basically control the flashing and whatnot. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm cutting and splicing the right wires here. So I actually found these two pins, and what do you call it? I just shoved them in here because these test probes weren't fitting in there at all. So I basically confirmed that the yellow is the positive, the brown is the ground. And yeah, so I'm just gonna cut this, and then I'm gonna splice into the brown one. Okay. So how to go about this? Alright. So I guess cut from here, because then I still need enough wire to from one side to get power into this, and then from the other side to get power into the light. Okay, don't need these anymore. Let's see. Okay, cut from, I guess here. Here should be okay. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna. Nope, I guess it's a 16 gauge. Yeah, it's a 16 gauge. I don't know why it's so sticky, but I guess maybe for this cloth
cover to stick to it. Okay. Almost out. Yep, there we go. Got it. Jeez. Okay, so this is going to work. This positive power side is gonna go into here. Get this yellow here too. خوشگله باید برقصن، خوشگله باید برقصن، خوشگله باید برقصن، خوشگله باید برقصن. Strip the ground, put this around it, and yeah, strip the ground, wrap this around it, and just go from there. What did I put it on? 16. Oh, that's 18. This is 16. Okay. Okay, I might just torch this. look. All right. Cut a strand. Guess I can live with that. Okay.
Okay, that should be it. Got all 3 wires connected.
Yeah. Looking good. Okay, so yeah, got all the wires connected. I'm gonna put some electrical tape around them and test it out. Alright, so these are all wrapped up now. Okay. So what'll happen is this will go in here. Okay. This will sit here most likely, either this way or this way. I have to check the manual. But yeah, so far so good. Cancel over there. I got the double-sided 3M tape right here too. Put that puppy there and see how she goes. Alright, so I just went back to the manual to check out the position I can put the module in. There's 4 positions. If you check out the manual, it's okay. The manual's not, I guess, I don't know, for a very visual person it's not that helpful, but the videos that the maker of this module has on his website, it's pretty good. Looking at his YouTube video, you can tell like which ways you can position this module so it works correctly in order to detect your brake force. But yeah, like so I'm gonna put it in this way, which is one of the four ways you can mount your module into your vehicle. But for minis, it's pretty much, I think, for everyone who would want to buy this, they would mount it this way. It's pretty much the simplest, most convenient way to put it. Hopefully, actually, I don't know 100% if I'm gonna get interference or not, but probably not. Although it's pretty close to this, so I'm gonna maybe bring it over here. I'm gonna use this double-sided tape to get it secured in there. Okay. So yeah, I want to try to cover the whole body of the thing with this to make sure it's as secure as it's possibly gonna be. Very sticky tape. Okay, so that's that. It's on. Okay, I'm gonna place it right here. I'm gonna take the other side off and carefully just mount it here. Put a little bit of pressure on it for like a few seconds. Alright, there we go. Nice and snug. What I didn't mention about this, it's got a very solid kind of housing. I don't know, it's some sort of resin on it, but it definitely looks like it's waterproof and all that stuff. And it's not gonna have any issues with kind of water infiltration and things like that getting into the circuit board. But yeah, from that perspective it should be fine. Now I'm just gonna test fit to make sure we don't have any issues. Okay. Now this side is gonna be a bit of a pain. If I can just pop this out a little bit. To get some clearance in here. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain right here because it's got these tabs I need to slide into it, and I've slid them in here, but I can't do it from that side. Maybe if I just take it out of here. No, can I slide it in from this side? I can't because the wire is not gonna extend that far. Okay, just pop this out. I don't know if this is actually going into the body or not. It might be because it feels like it's definitely grabbing it. Yep. Yeah, just gonna open that up. I got my Torx set here, and now I'm gonna open this up. Hopefully that'll allow me to kind of move the plastic part a little bit so I can get this middle part in there. Yeah, definitely it was holding it to the body of the car. Actually, I think I moved. Actually, no, I'll open both sides just to be safe. Okay. Slide this side in. Yeah, that's good. I don't. Sticking pretty nice. No, doesn't feel like there's any interference or anything like that, so that's good. Now I'm not gonna close it quite yet because I need to program it for the orientation that it's in right now. It's in orientation 3. Well, on the car right now it's in orientation 4, but so I need to program it to orientation 4. Yeah. So unfortunately I don't have anyone to help me out, so I gotta wait a little bit till my brother gets home, and then I can do the programming part and get the orientation corrected.